All right, YouTube family, it's your boy CEO Panda, and today we're going to look at the complete card for card reveal for the Shadowverse World Beyond's new set. It's titled Infinity Evolved, and I waited until everything was revealed to do this. I did my best to stay away from spoilers, so this is going to be some first time interaction, first time just real reaction to these cards. Let's see how trash or how amazingly broken they are. So off the rip, these two are old characters. So let's this guy gives me PTSD. Yo, if you know, you know. But let's get started. So 77 new cards, 3 different exchange tickets, and 2 additional fully animated cards. Okay. Okay, so these are the exchange tickets here. We have the leader. All right. Okay. Forest card. Titania. Okay. Then we have Filene. Okay, whoa. Got the toes out. Jesus Christ. Damn. All right. That's a different, but okay. Then we have Ether. All right, she looks good. Oh man, I think I might have to go for this one. Jesus. All right. Then the fully animated cards, we have Phoenix and Jinsetsu and Yuzuki, Twin Calamities. All right, so start with Force Craft. We have Wild Heart, 3/3/3, so good stats. And it simply has Rush. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they have a new legendary that will make this hold some more value, hold some more weight. Because as of now, looking at it, 3/3/3, great stat line, but absolutely no effect, and with just Rush. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'll give this a 2 out of 5. We have Dwarven Mallet Man. Fan for selected enemy fire on the field deal, combo deal. Yeah. He has an amazing stat line. Amazing stat line. 5/5, great. But that's a bit steep. Cause combo 3, you'd have to have at least a few zeros in your like. Yeah, he's like a worse. He's a worse ward. The 5-drop that Force has, where you evolve, draw 2, deal damage among for every card in your hand. Yeah, I give this guy a 1 out of 5. He's not. I don't see him being good. Okay, we got Woodwalkers. 7 cost, summon 3 copies of Gentle Giant. Gentle Giant, strike, restore 2 defense to your leader. So he summons 3 4/4s. Turn 7. I feel like there's better things to do on turn 7, so I'm gonna say this is like a 1 or 2 out of 5. Yeah. Then we have Lionel, the Ardent Elf. Summon 2 copies of Baby Carbuncle. Carbuncle has the effect Super Evolve, recover 3 play points. I don't know. I don't know about this. Still seems too steep for the payoff. It doesn't seem good anywhere. Not really. Yeah. I give that another 1 or 2, maybe a 2 out of 5. And then Fairy Fencer activates in hand whenever an allied follower super evolve. Set the cost of this card to 1. Fanfare, add 1 fairy. So I can see this being good. You super evolve Roach, you deal massive damage. You play this to add to your Roach count. You bounce your Roach, play it again. I can see this being cool. And then it adds a fairy to your hand, which is a 1/1 rush. I say 3 out of 5. I'll say this card's fair. 3 out of 5. Ambush from above. Do this 1 time. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. Combo. Do it 2 times instead. So this is definitely strong. Definitely helps with the sword ambush units. It's definitely, I can see this being played. Maybe not popular. Maybe we'll catch a few people playing it, but I don't think this card's bad at all. I'll say 3 out of 5. Now, Cynthia, Chivalrous Elf. Oh, geez, Cynthia. Fanfare 4, summon 2 fairies. Evolve, give all pixie followers on the field +1/+0. So she's just like a control. Gives you good tempo. This card's not bad at all. This is actually a very good card. A turn 4. Yeah, this is a good card. I'll give this a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. All right, Guardians Allure. Draw a card. If you fuse to this card, draw 2 instead. This card is absolutely cracked. This is, oh man, this fixes the Roach issue, having so many cards in your hand and burning cards. And I played Roach for a big part of this set, and I always had issues with, not being able to play out your hand the best due to, overflowing cards and like feeling like guilty for playing certain cards because it's going to cause you to overdraw and just burn cards. And it's really important not to burn cards in Roach because you need everything. So this is a 6 out of 5. This card's cracked. Roaches, and then we have Titania, Queen of the Fairies. So this one is summon a fairy, gain crest. Titania, what does a crest do? At the start of your turn, add a fairy to your hand. This card is cracked. Oh my god. Select the enemy file on the field and transform into a fairy. This is bananas. This is really this is my god, this is anti-Abysscraft. So they summon their series. You transform one of their units into a fairy. So when they evolve their series for the effect, they reborn a fairy. Oh, this card is nuts, yo. This card is nuts. I'd say easy 6 out of 5. This 7 out of 5. This card interrupts. Wow. And it replaces itself. Whew. Yeah, this is a good card. Oh, and you don't need an Evo point. It automatically gives you the crest. Yeah, this card's a 7 out of 5. Yeah, this is a good card. Now, Mega, she's back. Old school card from Champions, I believe, set back in old Shadowverse. So Fanfare, select 2 enemies on the field, can't attack followers or leaders until the end of your opponent's turn. So she locks up the board. Super Evolve, select 2 enemies on the field and give them at the end of each turn, deal 1 damage to your leader and 2 damage to this follower. Wow. So she locks up the board, and just really gets rid of 2 units. This is good. This is good. This will give Force another direction besides playing Roach, like a combo control Force deck. Yeah, this is good. I like that. That's a really good card. I'll give that one. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 because I'm not seeing too much into it now. So it's 10. All right, so Swordcraft. Oh, geez. Let's see what they got. Syria, Gunslinger Maid. Fanfare, deal 1 damage to 2 random enemy followers. Beautiful. This is a 2/1. Beautiful stat line. Yes. Great card. This is an easy 3 out of 5. Very, very good. Night Shadow Ninja. 5/4/5. What? Oh, ambush. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ambush, ambush, ambush. Golly. I give it a I give it a 3 out of 5. It's ambush is a very cracked mechanic. If you're not familiar, ambush states that the card can't be targeted for attacks or spells or traps. It just stays there hidden until it performs an action, until it attacks. So it's a deadly mechanic, but I'm not. Maybe the other cards would change my rating, but right now I give it a 3 out of 5. Lucrative deal. Draw 2 cards. Your opponent draws a card. Yeah, not bad. I can see this forcing your opponent into 9 cards and then having them burn a card, and then you drawing 2. Not bad. 3 out of 5. Guilt. Intrepid Vice Captain. He's back. At the end of your turn, if there's a super evolved ally fowler on the field, give all ally fowler +1/+1. This card's cracked. This is a very, very good card. And it has a ward. So he himself becomes a 4/4 ward 3. Huh. 4 out of 5. This card's good. Ordinary Knight. Rack R. Fanfare, draw a spell. Evolve, recover 2 play points. He's cool. I'll give him a 3 out of 5. Band of Battle Princesses. Deal 4 damage to random enemy follower. Enhance 4. Deal damage to 3 random. So for 6, deal 4 damage to 3 random. This is not bad. This is a very good card. Because turn 6 for sword is a bit awkward anyway. Because you don't want to drop your Amelia on 6 half the time. So this could be a very good tempo swing. I definitely see this being able to wipe out your opponent's board and give you like a little breather turn to build up your hand, get to the next play point. This is very good. 4 out of 5. Rose Princess Knight. Ah, she's back. Enhance 5. Draw a Swordcraft follower that costs 2 or less and set its costs to 0. That's all right. So for 5, you get a 2 or lower, 3/2, set it to 0. So you get 2 bodies, essentially 2 bodies for 5. So, and then this has Rush if the vote automatically destroys it. Yeah, this is a great card. I will say this is a 4 out of 5. This is a very strong card. Now, Princess of Picnic. Princess. Princesses of Picnic. Fanfare adding Silent Maid to your hand. Silent Maid, if I was on the field, give this father +1/+1. And Bane has Ward. So, okay, that's nice. Super Evolve, give all allied followers on the field +1/+1. Yeah, this is good. This is another very good card. I'll give it another 4 out of 5. Uh-oh. Gildaria, Anathema of Peace. And Anathema of Peace. Okay, Rally 20, so they're bringing back Rally Sword. If you not familiar, Rally basically says you play X amount of units to the number of rally count. So in this case, you would play 20 units for the rally count, and you get a specific effect. So whenever another allied follower enters the field, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. When this follower evolves, summon 2 copies of Steel-Clad Knight and give them Rush. So if she summons 2 of these, and she gives them Rush. So essentially, for 6, you're getting 6, 8, 10 stats on the field, and 3. Whenever an ally would deal 1, and she helps clean up the board. Yeah, this is a 5 out of 5. This card's cracked. Yeah, this is a really, really strong card. Yeah, this is broken. Maybe not a 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Nah, that's a 5 out of 5. Yeah, this is a 5 out of 5. This card's bananas. And the art is super dope. I like that one a lot. Now, Eurus 11 Authority. 8, 5, 7. That 7's really important because Jana won't be able to clear it. The ward 8-drop Haven won't be able to clear it because she pings the board for 6. So he'll survive, so that's good. 5, 7, insane stat line. Super evolve it, becomes 8, 10. Jesus. Fanfare, summon 2 copies of Knight. Whenever an enemy follower enters the field, it can't attack followers or leaders until the end of your opponent's turn. Deal 1 damage to the enemy leader and restore 1 defense to your leader. Ooh! So it's a floodgate. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh term. So basically, it's a continuous effect that just stuns everything that's summoned. Wow. Yeah, this is a 5 out of 5. This card's gonna cause some issues. Jeez. Yeah, Sword is looking pretty good. All right, Rune, let's get it. So Melvi, Adoring Witch, Fanfare, add a witch's new brew to your hand. If there's a super evolved allied follower, gain 2 Ursa Jewels. So Witch's Brew, Fanfare, draw a card. Engage +1, earn, gain a sigil. Beautiful card. This card is, yeah, this is a 5 out of 5 for Earthright. 5 out of 5 for Earthright. Even Spell Boost could use this just to gain the sigil to draw. So this is definitely a 5 out of 5. That's a good card. So Arcane Archivist. Select a card in your hand and return it to the deck. Draw a spell. 5 out of 5. What? This is, oh my god, good. Spell move just got even more consistent. Good lord. Yeah, that's a good card. 5 out of 5. So we're at fives with the bronze. Use it. Glacial Crash. Select the enemy follower in the field and destroy it. Earth the right one. Deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. So yeah, spot removal. And it pings 2 for face. It's a 4 cost. I give it a 4 out of 5. It's definitely a good card. Like it'll definitely see play. Virgin, Rejected Artsies. Gain Crest. At the start of your turn, summon an Onion Patch. So for 5/4/4, great stats. Fanfare, summon 2 Onion Patch. So Onion Patch has Rush, Strike, Spell Boost your hand. Yeah, this card's cracked. This is so for 5 play points, you get a 4/4 that summons 2 1/1s that have rush. So essentially 6 damage on the field when you, I'm sorry, 8 damage on the field because you evolve this, it goes to 6 with the 2 1/1s, 8 damage on the field, and you spell boost your hand twice. This card is cracked. That's a 5 out of 5. Holy smokes. So we got 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Enchanting Perfumer. 4/3/3, good line. Select the enemy follower in the field, deal 3 damage to it, gain an earth rate. Evolve, replicate this effect. Board control. So you summon her, deal 3 damage to something, evolve, deal another 3 damage to something. So you gain 2 earth sigils and 6 damage on top of her being able to swing for 5. This card's cracked. 5 out of 5. There's nothing bad about this card here. Now the Evo points, the deck might be kind of starved because there's a lot of good Evos in Runecraft. But this is definitely got some good control, good tempo. Yeah, 5 out of 5. That card's nuts. Flames of Chaos. On spell boost, increase by 1, starts off at 0, deal X damage split between all enemy followers. This card is a 7 out of 5. This card is cracked. Jesus. What? It replaces William. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, it's a board clear. Oh my god, this card's so good. Alright, Owen, Mysterious Swordsman. Okay, it's Ward, Clash, spell boost your hand, evolve, draw 2. 5 out of 5. Holy smokes. This card is cracked. So it's Ward, which means your opponent has to attack it to get through to your leader. So it's Ward, and you have to. Yeah, this card's what? So you have to get through it. And every time it clashes, clash means whether it attacks a unit or is attacked by a unit. You spell boost your hand. And then when you evolve, you draw 2. This card is a 7 out of 5. Jesus. So we got 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 7 out of 5. Yo, Earth Right is spell boost, Earth Right. They're getting some really nice supports. Okay, Pascal's Dance. Gain the Earth Sigil, crest Pascal's Dance. Countdown 1. At the end of your turn, draw a card. Earth Right 10. Double the attack and defense of all allied followers on the field. So you have to have 10 sigils. For 2, gain a crest. See, this card's weird because it's on paper. It sounds amazing. You play a card next turn, all your units attack and defense double, which is insane. But the thing about it is having those units survive. We're in a meta right now where the boards are so easily cleared. super evolving units that just destroy enemy leader. I mean, enemy highest damage enemy, and then ping everything for one. Or maybe I'm biased because I play Havencraft and it's like board wipe after board wipe after board wipe, but there's a lot of board wipey ish cards. Your board would have to stick for this to hold any value. But if it goes off, you win. Like, even if you just have like two twos on the field, they go to 4/4s. That's 8 damage. If you have 3 of them, that's 12 damage. Like, it has such high ceiling for damage, but how do you have your card survive? Ah, especially if your opponent has evil points, evolution points, they can just evolve over your board. I don't know. I would have to see this card in practice and play. I give it a 3 out of 5. Now we have the Lily Anthem. Okay. 8/5/5, which is kind of weak stat line for 8 drop. She has aura, so she can't be targeted by card effects. Last words, Earthright 2, summon yourself. Super Evolve, select 2 enemy followers on the field and destroy them. So for Earthright 2, she summons herself. So if you have like 6, 7, 8 sigils, she's technically immortal. She can't be banished by anything. The only way you can get rid of this card is by having the 4-drop priest in Haven. Having him banish her with his super evo effect. So you got to ping her down to 3. So having 3 defense left, and summon him super evolved. He doesn't target, so he would banish him. So this chick is really, she's not bad. She's definitely going to stick. She's going to stick. That's for sure. Not bad at all. Okay. Not bad. All right. So I give this one a 4 out of 5. Now we have Norman Adamant Alchemist. Fanfare Earthright 1, select mode to activate. Summon a Guardian Golem and give it barrier. Guardian Golem 3/3/3, giving it barrier. That's annoying. Draw 3 cards. Restore 4 defense to your leader. Evolve, replicate the effects of this card. Huh. So you can play it to draw 6. You can play it to summon 2 golems. You can play it to restore 8 health. This is a very, very good card. Huh. So you play it the first time, you Earthright 1, then you pick, let's say you pick draw 3. Then you evolve it, you Earthright another card, then you can pick and restore 4 health. This card is insane. This card, yeah, I'm giving this a 5. 5 out of 5, easy. Now, that was overall, Runecraft got some nice. It's pretty good. All right, Dragon. Let's see. Off the jump, 10 cost. Wise Guardian Dragon. Activates in hand whenever an allied follower super evolves. Reduce the cost of this card by 3. So in a perfect world, if you open with this card and you super evolve twice, she loses 6 cost. She becomes a 4. So Fanfare summon a Vastwing Dragon. So Vastwing has Intimidate. He can't be attacked, so you have to use a spell to get rid of him. I give it a 2 out of 5. It's not practical at all. Um, it's like you have to not only have it in your hand, but use two. Yeah, that card's not that good. Soaring Ivory Dragon. Fanfare Overflow is active for you. Draw a card. 1/1/1, draw one, has rush. But even if Overflow isn't active for you, so 1/1. So Face Dragon. It's a good one drop. Essentially, it's a Swift Blader from Sword. So this one was a 2 out of 5. This one I give a 4 out of 5. Call of the Megalocore. Summon the Majestic Megalocore. Megalocore. Yeah. If you're in Overflow, draw a call. So you play it. If you're in Overflow, search your deck for another copy. And these are 2/2/2 Rush. Not bad. Ramp Dragon support, I guess. 3 out of 5. Intent Dragonute Princess. If there's a super evolved allied follower on the field, draw 2 cards. I don't like these cards that have the conditions of like super evolving and stuff like that. I give this a 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. It's not bad, but it's just, again, it falls back to, are you able to protect your board? So Seasoned Merman. Fanfare summon 2 of these Megalocores. Evolve, so for 5, you get 2/2, 4, so 2/2, 2/2. Then you evolve, you get 2/2, 2/2. So you get 3 of these guys on the field. And a 5/5. So 5/5, 2/2, 2/2, 2/2, 2/2. That's not bad. You definitely flood the board with 1 card, which is never bad. I'll give this a 3 out of 5. Seasoned Merman, not that bad. Uh-oh. So engage 1, destroy this card, select an ally follower in the field, give it +1/+1, and last swords, summon a Priorworm Blade. So once this card leaves the field in the next card, this is a good card. It's a continuous +1/+1. And as long as whoever's gained the boost just naturally dies without getting banished, you gain another +1/+1, another blade. So this is a very good card. I think this is a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Neptune, Arbiter of Tides. Gain Crest, summon 2 Megalocores. So it's summons 2 of these. Oh, okay. So you get this out, and moving forward, whenever a Marine follower enters the field, you restore 1 defense. So like this card right here with an evolve would essentially get you 3 health back to your leader. I'm seeing the connection. Okay. That's control. Control dragon. Control ramp dragon. That's alright. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Draconic Strike. Select a card in your hand, reduce its cost by 2, then deal 3 damage to all enemy followers. Again, ramp control. I like what they're doing. I like the route that they're going with this one. I would say this is a 3 out of 5. It has some cool applications, obviously making units cost 0 and things like that, but I'll give it 3 out of 5. Filene, White Frost Bloom. Okay, so fanfare, if you're in overflow, add White Frost Whisper. White Frost Whisper, select mode, activate, destroy all damage enemy followers. Increase the cost of all cards in your opponent's hand by 1. Okay, so it's kind of like the old school Filene. This is a very strong spell. Everybody that's damaged, you can destroy them. Or if your opponent has any critical cards for their next play, you can increase the cost of all their cards by 1, which could be devastating. This is a very hard counter to Roach Forest. Increasing everything by 1 is insane, especially until the end of their turn. Absolutely insane. Yeah, finally, that's a 4 out of 5. Yeah, that's a 4 out of 5. Now, Phoenix, easy. Fanfare, have all the cause of all cards in your deck. Okay, so I can see this being pretty cool with this card right here. So you play Dragonic Strike on turn 6. You get this down to 6 costs. Turn 7, you play it a turn earlier. Yeah, I can see it. Dragon, not bad. Overall, they got all right cards. This right here, though, Runecraft, gas. All their cards are insane. Now let's look at Abyss. Raven, the Silver Bullet. 5/3/4, kind of weak. A Bane evolves, select 2 followers on the field, destroy them, deal 2 damage to your leader. So it pings yourself for 2, picks 2 cards on the field, destroys them, and he himself had Bane, so you can run into something and kill it. So essentially, for 5 and an Evo point, you clear 3 cards on the field. This is a strong card. This is a very strong card. I give this a 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Cultivator of Malice. 1/1/1, last words, add a ghost to your hand. This is a very good card. Very good card. I say 4 out of 5. Ghastly Sawyer. Add a ghost skeleton and a rotting zombie to your hand. So it adds 3 cards to your hand. Rotting zombie. Last words, summon another rotting zombie. Remove last words from it. So it replaces itself, and then the ghost, and then the skeleton. This is a very good card. This is a very good card. I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. It has so much flexibility. It adds the stuff to your hand so you don't mess your what was the 8 drop in Abysscraft? You know who I'm talking about. The chick that summons the puppies and stuff. So this doesn't interfere with that because it adds the cards to your hand. So you get to choose what you drop. Unlike this dies, it's among the pool of what she can revive. So, yeah, this is a 5 out of 5. Blast Swing. Viola, the Blast Swing. Okay, Rush. Whenever an allied follower super evolves, give this follower 2/0. Plus 2/0. So she becomes a 3. That's a 4/4. That's good. But again, having to dedicate a super evolve to a unit and having this in your hand, 2 out of 5. Undead Soldier. Summon 2 copies of Rotting Zombie. So we already know that Rotting Zombie just replaces itself. This is a pretty strong card. It's a 6 drop. So essentially this one card creates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shadows. Not bad. I give that a 4 out of 5. Winged Servants. Summon 2 bats. So bats are 1/1 with Drain. It's alright. In a weird control abyss deck. Yeah, that's not bad. Laura, the Cruel Commander. She's back. Select an ally follower in the field. Give it a super evolve. Select an ally follower on the field. Give it Storm. It's alright. It's a 3/2. Not bad. I give it a 3 out of 5. Exela Nocturnal General. Okay. Fanfare, give this card X. X equals the number of alpha in the field. Deal 2 damage to your leader. So you play it, has Storm, so it's able to deal damage the turn it's summoned. And it gains plus X. X equals the number of allied followers. So if for some reason you have 2 followers on the field, it'll be a 4-drop 3/3/3 Storm. If you have 3 followers in the field, it'll be a 4-drop 4/3 Storm. Abysscraft does a better job at having units stick on the field. So I can see this getting play, maybe on one of, but 3 out of 5. All right. Jinsetsu and Yuzuki, Twin Calamities. So it's a 9-drop, 5/9. So insane stats, because when you evolve it, it'll be 7/11. And if you super evolve it, it'll be 8/12. Jesus. All right. So select a mode, summon 4 one-tailed fox, or select 4 random enemies, destroy them, and restore. Holy, this is a good card, yo. That's not bad. This is the ultimate swing of tempo. If you're up on your opponent, you can summon the one-tailed fox. The one-tailed fox, there are 2/2/3s that have ward and rush that say when they're destroyed, boost Gensetsu +1/+0. So you summon 4 of them. That's +4, which makes it a 9/9. So that's really good. I'm gonna give this a 4. I'm not gonna give this a 5 out of 5, simply because of how late it is. Surviving up to then is an issue. It seems like this set is going to increase the speed in which the games are played. The matches, anyway, last. So I can't see the game going too far past turn 9 too many times. So I'll give this a 4 out of 5. But this card is insane. If you catch your opponent thinking that they're about to win, no evil points. Both players exhausted all their evil points, and you drop this, you're winning. Randomly destroy 4, and then you got a 5/9 on the field. Jesus, okay. That's huge. All right. So Charon, Stygian, Oarswoman. Okay, Fanfare, reanimate 2, reanimate 1. Okay. Whenever an ally departed entered the field, it gains wards. So whenever you reanimate, those reanimated cards gain ward. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Super Evolve, gain Crest. At the start of your turn, reanimate 3. So this would be the card that helps you stick units onto the board. So yeah, that card is pretty sick. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'll give this a 4 out of 5. Only reason I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5 is because so far from what I've seen, the units that you can bring out, This doesn't get the fanfare effect. This gets the evolve effect. Yeah, I say 4 out of 5. All right, Havencraft. This is what I'm most excited for. Cleric of Crushing. Select a super evolved enemy on the field and destroy it. It has ward. I'll say 3 out of 5. I'll say 3 out of 5 because it is amazing stat line. 3, 2, 4 ward. So she's thick. She'll definitely stick. Yeah, this is not bad. This is not bad, and she can just snipe a super evolve. Not bad. I'll give it a 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Oracle of Malice, Damus. Select the enemy follower in the field. Give it at the end of your turn. Destroy this card. So it's kind of just marks a card for death. Right. You have this card for the rest of this turn. At the end of your turn. Oh, okay. So if I have a unit on the field and you summon this at the end of my turn, so my next turn, it automatically dies. Okay, yeah, this card's bad. I'll give it a 2 out of 5. Luminous Sensor. Sincere. Huh. Engage 1, destroy this card, restore 4 defense to your leader. So for 3 costs, those 2 costs, engage cost 1. So for 3 costs, you gain 4. This card's amazing. This is a good card. Hell yeah. I'll say this is a 4 out of 5. Cloette, Barrage, Exorcist. So fanfare, do this one time, deal 2 damage to an enemy follower, and then there's at least 2 allied amulets on the field. Do this 2 times. It's all right. It's a 3-drop, so it's still kind of early. It doesn't have ward or anything, so it really doesn't just have like a home. I mean, I guess you can play it in anything, either ward or amulet haven. It's all right. I give this a 3 out of 5. Immaculate Adjudicator. Select an enemy follower in the field, banish it. Huh. So no ward, no nothing. 5/4/4, great stats. Evolve 6/6/6. Super evolve 7/7. It just spot removal, summon, banish, you're gone. It's not bad, but it's also, if it had ward, this card would be insane. But it doesn't have ward, so 3 out of 5. Divine Guard. All right. Select an ally follower in the field with ward. Give it +0. Deal X damage to a randomly follower. X is the selected follower defense. This card is cracked. What? So for 1, you played on, let's say this guy. So she has 4. It gains a +1, 5. And then you just hit something for 5. And it's random enemy followers, so it can snipe ambush units. That's a really good card. Yeah, Divine Guard, that's a really good card. I like that. I like that. That's a good card. I'll give this a 4 out of 5. Hey, she's back. Aegis, the Swift Blade. Storm, of course. Strike if there are 2 allied amulets on the field. Just destroy a random enemy follower other than the opposing one. Oh, this card's good. So for 5, Storm, you can attack something. This will kill whatever you're attacking just by the stat line. So let's say you're attacking a 2/2. So you'll kill the 2/2, and then she'll also destroy something else on the field that's she's not opposing. So for 5, you can potentially destroy 2 creatures on the field, 2 of your opponent's units, or you can go face and destroy 1. Yeah, this is a good card. Yeah, I'll say 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Maddening Benson. Restore 10 restore 10 defense to your leader. Gain crest. Maddening Benson. Countdown 2. So in 2 turns, deal 10 damage to your leader. This card is absolutely amazing. Holy smokes. Losing 10 health doesn't matter. You play 2 to gain 10. So it automatically puts you back into the game. And you have 2 turns to kill your opponent. So late game, when you're up, so like if you're like ahead so bad that you can afford to lose 10, and Haven has cards that heal them 1 point every turn. So you gain 10, next turn gain 11, next turn gain 12. You take a hit for 10. So that means you're really only taking a hit for 8. And that's if you don't play something that's like heal 3, heal 4, heal 2, heal 1. Like they have Dark Haven that says engage 1, heal, and give a unit on the field +1/+1. So you heal 1, give a unit on the field +1/+1. This card is, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. This is a very strong card. All right, after Empyrean Guardian. So it's a 7/4. Really bad stat line, but let's see the effect. Summon 3 random. What? Oh, so she has a ward. On summon 3 random different named enemy followers that cost 3 or less from your deck. Oh my god. Super Evolve. Give all other allied followers on the field extra 2 defense and can't be targeted. Aura. This card's a 7 out of 5. This is cracked. So you play this. You get this from your deck, which now is going to be with the Super Evolve. A 2/6 with Aura and Ward. This is a very good 8 out of 7. I mean, 8 out of 5. This card's cracked. Wilbert's back. Talk to me. Wilbert, Desolate Paladin. Okay. Ward, last word. Summon 2 copies of Holy Cavalier. Okay, Holy Cavalier, 1/2/2. Ward. If you remember, you remember. If you know, you know. Okay, it has a crest. Evolve crest. Whenever an ally follower ward enters the battlefield, give it +1/+2. This card is a 10 out of 5. Oh, and it's a 6 drop with a regular Evo goes to 6/8, Super Evo goes to 7/9 with the ward. Oh, my chest. Yo, Haven is gonna be an issue. Good God Almighty. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, Portalcraft. Let's see what you got. Engine Blade Maven. Summon a striker, add a gear remembers to your hand. Okay. So summons a 5/1 rush. And then adds a remembers to your hand. These guys here. It's a 6 cost. 2 out of 5. Realistically, you're not playing this. Yeah. Puppet Cat. Fanfare, if there's a super evolved follower on the field, add a puppet to your hand and give it +3/+0. I can see this being good with Orcus, just to have juiced up puppets that she can give Storm to go face, because that'd be a 4/1 puppet. But nah, I don't know if that's worth it. I give this a 2/5. Artifact Catapult. Okay. Art is very remembrance. I remember. Fanfare, a gear of ambition to your hand. Engage, destroy this card. Select an artifact follower in your hand that costs 5 or less. Summon an exact copy of it and give that the exact copy at the end of your opponent's turn. Destroy. So this is another way of putting down these 5 drops without actually using it. This is a 5/5. This card's cracked. And it's early. Holy wow, this is a good card. All right, Veer Heartslayer. Fanfare, select a puppetry follower in your hand and transform it into a Doll Slayer. Doll Slayer. Last words, summon a Vert Heartslayer. All right. So just kind of cycles, gives you infinite type of hand here. That's a dangerous card. I can see this being played. I give this a 4/5. Okay, Achium, Lord of Despair. 5/3/3. Kind of weak stat line. Select the enemy follower on the field with 4 or less attack, banish it, then summon an exact copy of it. So if you steal something on your opponent's field, and he summons a copy of it. 3/5. 2/5. Not that impressive. Flight of Icarus. Okay, let's see what this one is. Select an artifact follower in your hand, give it rush, and last words, draw a card. This is very good. This is very good. It replaces itself by allowing you to draw. You summon something, giving you the rush ability, which is insane. And then when it dies, it drops. That's a good card. I give that a 5/5. Carnelia, Ember of Darkness. Add a gear remembers to your hand. Cool. A ball, select an artifact follower in your hand and give it ward. And can't be destroyed by abilities. Huh. Would this be an ability? Because if that's the case, you can bring out a 5. And it. Huh. That'd be kind of sick. That'd be kind of sick. Huh. If it works like that, let me know in the comments below. But that's kind of cool. All right. Synchronous Hearts. Lloyd and Victoria. So you summon Lloyd. 1/6. Has to be targeted. And then Victoria strike 6/1. X. Huh. This is a very good card. This is a very good card. Helps control the board. This is a very good card. I'm giving this a 5. Yeah, this is a 5. We Symphonic Heart. Summon 5/3/3. Summon a Victoria. Okay. Whenever a puppetry follower enters the field, give it ward. This is the puppetry. So it's a 6/1 with follower strike, clear board. clear damage to the attacker. While attacking. This card's good. Yeah, 3 out of 5. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. And then Karula, Internal Arts. So 6/5/4. Select an artifact following in your hand that costs 5 or less, and summon an exact copy of it. And it stays. And it's this card is a 5 out of. This is a 6 out of 5. It selects an artifact, so you get to bring something out, and then it Super Evolve attacks twice. So what? That's a good card, yeah. Oh, Artifact Portalcraft just got a huge boost. This is a strong. You drop this 6, a play on your 7, your Ramella on your 8, or your Orcus, whatever. This is a good card. It's a good card. All right, let's look at the neutral cards now. All right, so we have Twin Blade Goblin. If there's a super evolved ally follower in the field, select an enemy follower in the field and deal 4 damage to it. So late game, you draw this, and it's potential to help you kill stuff. I give it a 3 out of 5. Dark Side. Select an enemy follower in the field and give it +2, -2. So select a follower on the field. Oh man, this is really good for Wardhaven because they have such high defense. Man, that -2 wouldn't mean anything, and you give them +2 for attack. That's not bad. And it could also be used to take a unit down that has Intimidate or something like that. I give this a 4 out of 5. That's a good card. All right. Sharietta, Angelic Maid. If you have... Oh, so it gives a 2/5 reward. If you have unlocked Super Evolution, 2/5. This is good. Even in Wardhaven, this is good. Yeah, because if you have Super Evolve, just boom, summon this, and she's 2/5 for 2. It's insane stat line. And if you have the crest from this guy, from Wilbert, she becomes a 3/7. Not bad. Not bad at all. I give it a 3 out of 5. Rain, Angelic Partner. Evolve all uninvolved allied followers of field. It's so late though. 7/5/5. The stat line is beautiful. Great stats for the cost. But my God, having your cards stick. Like Wardhaven would be able to use this just because it's Wardhaven. They have like so much like defense that the unit, you can possibly have 1 or 2 units survive. So dropping this, evolving it, then evolving those 2 units, that could be insane. But still, it's like not even worth it. Then I give it a 3 out of 5. Okay, so this is Nakar and Jafar Firestorm Duo. Enhance, evolve this follower. Last word, if this follower is evolved, deal 4 damage to random any follower. That's all right. They're pushing this Evos here. It's all right. I can't really think of anything too amazing on it. I'll give it a 2 out of 5. Same with Reyna, 2 out of 5. Odin, Twilight Fate. First of all, this dude's art is sick. Select the card on the field, banish it. 7-4-2. Super Evolve will make it a 7-5. Regular Evolve, 6-4. Storm. Yeah, this card's good. This card's good. Generic, neutral card. So Storm Dragon Craft will take advantage of this. So they'll drop turn 6, drop Fort, Super Evolve Fort for 8. Turn 7, drop this, Super Evolve for 7. That's 15 damage with 2 cards. And since he banishes anything on the field, if your opponent only has 1 ward, you get over it and then go face. This card's strong. I give this a 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Yeah, this is a good card. For the decks that'll be in, Ramp Dragon, and being able to be splashed into other decks. Yeah, that's a good card. Uh-oh. Okay, before we click on this, every time this card has ever come out back in the old Shadowverse games, he's been a menace, a complete menace. I'm talking about he ends games. Like he used to be in the evolve package. He had this effect where if you evolve 5 times, you would deal 2 damage to everything, and if there's nothing on the field, damage just goes to your opponent's face. Like this guy is a menace. So let's see how you. Oh man, Grimnir, Heavenly Gale, Fanford Gain Crest, Ward 2/3. At the end of your turn, if there's a super evolved follower on the field, deal 2 damage to all enemy followers. This is very good. Because of the fact that it's a ward unit, Ward Haven's gonna be Ward Haven has like 12 legendaries. This deck's gonna be so expensive to make. Jesus Christ. But basically it's a 4 out of 5. I give it a 4 out of 5 because the crest automatically blankets your enemy field with 2 damage. So for 2 turns, essentially, hopefully not more, for 2 turns, you have 2 super evolve points. So you super evolve, drop something, drop him, your opponent's whole field takes 2 damage at the end of your turn. And then next turn, your opponent gets over your board or whatever. Then you super evolve again with your second super evolve point. You build up your board. You get rid of as much as you can on their side, and then at the end of your turn, everybody takes 2 again. This card's cracked. This is 5 out of 5. Yeah. So that's it. All 77 cards for this incoming Infinity Evolved. The set drops right now. It is 1:16 a.m. Eastern time. So in the next couple of hours here. Now we can look it up. Let's see exactly when. See exactly when updates. Let's see. Cards. Infinity. Uh, I think it's in 3 hours, the new cards will come. But I'm trying to figure out. Comment down below if you know the exact time. But I can't see. Wait, let me just launch the game. Let me launch the game here. I'll be able to see. All right. So 4 a.m. So it looks like we still got 3 hours and 31 minutes. So yeah, they already got the background set up, which is pretty nice. Let's take a look at that one more time. All right. Well, there you have it. Um, Appreciate everyone tuning in here. Um, this has been interesting. I can't wait to see what the next meta looks like. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and remember, like, subscribe. Definitely comment anything I may have missed or anything I may have said incorrectly. I'm human, mistakes happen, but yeah, this has been cool. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.